Well, hi there. In case you don't know, I'm Gene, and here we talk about different issues, different problems, different challenges, different obstacles. And one of the things I thought about today as I was walking, yes, I went out walking. It was 89 degrees at 5:30 this morning, so I went out and did my walk. But as I was walking, I thought about something that I thought would be useful to talk about, and that is our purpose. We all have a purpose, and sometimes we don't know what it is. Sometimes we haven't really honed in on what it is. But I think it's especially an important thing to talk about as we are older. Some of us are older folks, you know. And so having in mind what our purpose is, I think it is really something to consider. Maybe write down your thoughts about what your purpose is. What's your purpose right now? We've had a purpose in our lives when we had a job or when we had a business. That was a purpose. We have a purpose as a husband or a friend or whatever. But there's also other purposes that we have. A hobby, for instance. Do we have something outside of just sitting in our house, reading the newspaper and listening to the radio, or do we listen to the radio anymore? But as I was walking, I thought about that, and I remembered an incident that I had when I was a policeman. I was a policeman way back when. It was actually my first full-time job. I'd had a part-time job moving furniture until I was 21. And then opportunity came up for me to join a police department in Long Beach, California. So I did. I joined it, and great experience. Got to see a lot of things. I was there for about 5 years. And you see a lot when you're a policeman, and you learn a lot, and you can make a lot of decisions about yourself and about people, so you don't get bitter about people. Some policemen get hardened, and that's a challenge, because it's easy to get hardened when you see just nothing, almost nothing, but the bad parts of the world and bad parts about people. And this incident that I'm talking about was when I was walking a beat. And it was a good. I liked it. I enjoyed walking a beat. It's the temperature there is pretty nice most of the time. 98% of the time, it's very easy to be outside and walk. And I was walking this beat in downtown Long Beach, and while I was doing that, I came across an older woman. She was lived outside. She lived outside, and she pushed a shopping cart around with her possessions in it. And she was very friendly, very friendly. Once I knew where she got her money. It might have been Social Security. I think maybe she had a stipend from somebody in her life. And her name was Dutchie. She was, as I said, she was very friendly, and she came up to me one day when I was standing on a corner, and she said, "Do you mind if I take your picture?" And it didn't startle me, but it took me back a little bit, because I didn't know what she was about. And she pulled out a Polaroid camera, and she took a picture of me, and I have that picture today. And I've got my hard hat on. At the time, they used to wear hard hats and uniform and so forth. But she turned around from that camera, and she took it out, and she gave it to me. And a big smile. She was not a grumpy homeless person. She seemed pretty happy. But she had a purpose. And she would take those pictures periodically of different people, but she liked policemen, so she'd take them of policemen. But it was her delight. That was her purpose, to take pictures of people, and when it was appropriate, she'd give that picture to them, and we talked a little bit. She wasn't an overly talkative person like some of the homeless people can be. She seemed very, very natural, very normal for a person who was a homeless person, which was, for me, a delightful thing. But my point of all that is, she had a purpose. And it may seem small to a lot of us. It may seem really not very exciting, but she had a purpose. And it made me think, what's our purpose? What purpose do we have? I think it's something to think about, and I think it's something that I would appreciate if you would drop me a line. What's your purpose? What are you thinking about? Are you trying to figure out what your purpose is, particularly later in life, when we think we're toward the end of our lives, and we're not. We're not there yet, and we still got time to do something, and to do something meaningful, something purposeful, something good. And so, tell me your thoughts. Give me some ideas that you had, and let me know what you're thinking. I appreciate that, and I thank you for tuning in, and subscribe, and let me know what's going on for you. I appreciate it. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.